Look at that, Q1 underway.
It's about time. It's time for the rubber to hit the road. We have a green light at the end of the pit lane. 2 minutes and 11 seconds to go. And we do have cars heading back out onto the circuit en masse. These are the moments to deliver. We are ending Q1 right about now. These are the final push laps. We're looking at the driver, the only driver, not to put a time on the board. Taking so much through that part of the circuit now, and it's easy flat to the floor now. You're just going up through the gears and you're waiting for how much speed you dare take into the left-hander, snaking the way through the part of the circuit where there used to be a chicane. It's now flat to the floor, and we're going to fling it in to the left-hander. The Haas driver really perfecting that part of the circuit, doesn't want to lose his lap time once again, and the checkered flag will be out. Who's finding an improvement? Who is heading out at this stage? Top four are confident they're all back in the pits.
Here we go then. Croson, has he managed to keep it within track limits? It was marginal through the fast left-right as he comes round the final corner, does Croson. Can he put a lap time on the board? I saw a little shake of the head midway through lap. Maybe that was just him driving, but he comes over the line. Yeah, it is indeed 20th place. It was a lap that stays, but unfortunately 20th.
Yeah, 15.2, it did count, but it didn't count in the position that he wanted to. He'll be looking ahead for the race later on today. Freddie Rasmussen goes over the line, fastest of all for our champion so far.
Alfie Butcher in trouble, 15th at the moment, and has finished his lap time. Is anyone going to improve out there?
Let's see whether he can. Ron Haar is in 10th position.
Yeah, Butcher's out. Butcher's out.
Look at
P16.
that. Look at that. Down he goes. Alfie Butcher. Sensational.
Brendan Lee as well.
Brendan Lee, can he find any improvement? He can't. His teammate has gone up to 4th position. Brendan Lee and Alfie Butcher. Brendan Lee, a former winner around this circuit, would have been so looking forward to having Melbourne back on the calendar. Alfie Butcher, a race winner last year, out at the first hurdle. And that is a dramatic start to the season. Declan Barrett and Alvaro Carreton, along with Joris Croson, the 5 drivers to go. At the moment, Pookie, Gal, Longe, Manley and Tormala are in the drop zone. Manley without a time on the board, Tormala without a time on the board, and Longe without a relevant one. That gives him a lot of pressure coming around this final corner of the racetrack. DRS open, he brings it across the line. Does he find the lap time he was looking for? Longe does not find the lap time he was looking for. Big moment as his teammate goes fastest for a second because Manley's displaced him. Great lap from him as we go over the line now. Joni Tormala in 10th position will be looking over his shoulder, but Longe is the main story at the moment.
Look at Otis Lawrence again.
Otis Lawrence once again finds a route, and Fassi now takes it away in the Williams. It's a scrambled order compared to what we were expecting. Longe is out at the moment.
They're on the cusp.
See another big shock.
Is out.
We are going to see another big shock. We're going to see 3 big shocks because it's Otmar and Blakely and Longe, along with Tormala and Donoso, who are out in the second part of qualifying, and this F1 Sim Racing Championship has started with a bang. Big moment out there, big names falling before we even got to the top 10 shootout. Wonderful confidence of a driver on debut, trying to announce himself at the very front of the field. Last couple of corners on the racetrack will dictate a lot. How brave are you feeling with the throttle pickup right about now? Almost decide before you go through the corner. Not a lot of runoff, and the final corner of this racetrack, across the line we go. And Otis Lawrence continues this run of being at the front of the field, and the others will have a chance to respond. Remember, this is not the final run. We're not into the last chance saloon, but once again, he has delivered when it matters. Nice early effort, and Barry Borman slots in to 2nd position. Josh Edu is the driver we're on board with. Let's see where he goes.
That's more like it.
14.5. Go top of the pile.
And you'll be pleased to know we've got cars back out on track. 1 minute 45 to go in the first qualifying session of this F1 Sim Racing World Championship. Edu's going to be feeling good. We saw that with the look to the camera, but also he's put in a very good banker lap, utilising those soft tyres very well. The extra set that he had from Q1, a 14.5. He's going to want to take it a step further, get into the .4s, And here is Freddie Rasmussen, the reigning champion. I bet he likes the sound of that. Through the first couple of corners, beautifully works it there. A lot of momentum in that Red Bull. Hard braking now, bit of smoke from the car ahead, also on a hot lap ahead. But Freddie Rasmussen, he doesn't always take the limelight in terms of pole positions constantly, but he's always there, he's always in the races, and he's always scoring a lot of points. What can Freddie do in the first round of the season? Can he stick it on pole position and say, catch me if you can?
That's his aim. We're following the whole lap for him. The drivers are attacking at this stage of the session. Who can deliver when it matters at this stage of competition? The checkered flag is flying, ready to be collected for all of the drivers out there as we continue on board with the reigning champion. Absolutely deserves that right as he is chasing a lock-up ahead of him into turn number 11. Trying to balance between keeping it between the yellow lines of this circuit and sending it to the very front of the field. Time to put some lap times on the board. Who's going to take our opening pole of the year? Barry Borremond, Otis Lawrence gets there. Freddie Rasmussen takes it away from the pair of them. Does anyone have an answer for the world champion's time? It's a front row at the moment of a rookie and a champion as it stands, but there's still plenty. Oh, Fassi at the end. Fassi making a huge noise because he's taken it for Williams. It's Fassi, then we've got Rasmussen, then Lawrence, Barry Borremond, Josh Edu finds himself in 5th. That was the time from earlier on, very impressive one as well. Danny Beresne is trying to fight his way to the front. He's the last one who can deny him, and he won't deny him. Williams are at the front of the field for the opening race of the year, thanks to Ismail Fassi, who's taken pole position for round 1.
What a lap, and I think we might have to be checking the infrastructure of the stage as well, because he was slamming that after taking pole position. It has to be said, we thought it was Freddie Rasmussen's for a little while, but Fassi on top in the first quali.
He's taken that map by 3 thousandths of a second.
It's a massive gap, isn't it, really?
Absolutely joyous stuff. Otis Lawrence, 0.5 tenth of a second away on debut, is a mighty, mighty performance. But the top 3 separated by 57 thousandths of a second. That very much sounds like F1 sim racing in 2025. Bring on race 1.